All right, we're live. Let's see if anybody joins. Randy's just going to call in a minute. And it's strange. Here he is. Hello. All right, I'm going to speakerphone you. And I've started the live. Can you do me a favor and somebody tell me if it's flipped left and right, because I see it flipped, but then the preview wasn't flipped, and I don't know. It's weird. This is the same problem I had before, which I thought was fixed because the preview was flipped correctly.
Okay.
Can you go to? I put a link in the Facebook comments, and can you just jump to it and tell me if what you're looking at is flipped or if that's just me?
Let's see, I'm heading to Facebook right now.
And just in the background, we're going to resolve some of these major battles that occurred in round 5. You can see we took care of most of the smaller battles on Monday, but today there's these 5 fairly large battles. There's one in Africa.
What am I supposed to be seeing?
Can you see the live stream? There's a link.
A Larry Harris game. Is that the one you want me on?
I don't know. You'll see it. You'll recognize it if you see it. If you click the link in the comments on the Facebook.
In the Twitch?
No, in where people were posting comments in the Facebook feed, I posted a link to the.
Okay, we're down the bottom. War Room Part 5.
Yeah. Round 5.
Sure.
Round 5, Part 2.
Part 5, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I could make it more public or make it an announcement, but I suppose.
Right. I just have to mute the.
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and make a new comment. Well, no, I won't. People will find it if they. Well, I'll advertise more later in another game.
All right.
We're still working out technical glitches in this one, so.
Yeah.
So, were you able to click the link and see the live stream?
Trying to figure out how to do that with my phone. So I'm going out to the YouTube. Here it is. Okay. Just have to figure out how to mute that. All right, I'm going to go on the computer and go there.
All right. Well, I see there's a couple people watching. Do you see it flipped?
Yeah, I'm here.
Left and right.
You there, Tom?
Yeah, I'm just asking the people in the chat if they see it flipped.
Okay. Well, hopefully I got all my bad rolls out last week. On Monday.
Yeah, I hope you didn't pass that torch to me.
Only hope. Got a couple of big ones coming up.
Yeah. So you're checking it out on the computer to see if it.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm figuring out on YouTube, and of course my computer is not Not a great computer.
Well, we can proceed and with the battles and come back to it, because last time the recorded copy was correct. So maybe it's just some bizarre situation where I see.
I'm definitely, as I think about the game, obviously I advocated Australia, which was obviously a controversial strategy, and I advocated Egypt in order to sort of have a second wind or a rebound ricochet.
Well,
we'll see if that strategy works out.
Yeah, it prevented or somewhat made the idea of going for India somewhat sour, since you had so much defending it. So
yes.
there's always that, protect what's important, which is India.
That's my thought. And the civilian good, again, you sit there and go, okay, well, Japan can get them readily. And really, with a concerted effort, Australia could not be defended.
Well, Britain in the fifth round doesn't have any. Britain in the fifth round is still in the white, so that says something.
Yeah, that's exactly, and that's the civilian good purchasing. So it's really it's a great game to sort of demonstrate.
Yeah.
Some of these.
I don't think it's just that. It's also avoiding major confrontations, backing out of the Med and backing out of Egypt prevented you gaining stress from lost units. So
I didn't hear that after the Med part.
It just prevented you from gaining stress due to casualties.
Right. As well as when I had force projection by some Air Force, you went down to P-18, P-19 instead of staying in the Sea of Japan, and then, of course, you've got more stuff. Now you have dominance. So, so I think it's been a really good game, a really interesting game.
Yeah, me too. So any luck on the computer?
I am at YouTube right now. I've got my cord, and I'm punching in Knight and Gale. I'm punching in HHH. Okay, there it is. I can go games. Hey.
And the live streams are in a different place than the regular videos.
Oh, okay. War Room Part 2.
Yeah.
There it is.
So, is it backwards? Is it flipped left to right?
Is it flipped left to right? It's loading right now. It looks right. I mean, Africa is the right way. Africa's nose is pointing left. Liberia and all those nations, and the horn is pointing to the right.
Okay. Well, then it's just me. That is really weird that I see the camera on the preview as backwards. Yeah, like it says raw instead of war room in the center disc.
Well, that's going to be disconcerting.
Yeah, I guess it's my eyeballs looking through itself or something. Anyway, let's start with some battles and see if anybody joins to watch. So, which battle? Well, Germany's. Which battle would you like?
8-3. I've already got it set up. So.
Okay, let's do that.
This one.
We will do A3, which is up there.
I don't have much hope of putting Germany into greater stress, but this battle could do something.
Yeah, let's see if camera can even see that. There it is. So A3, I'm going to start transferring the stuff. And yeah, oh, I got to
myself.
I got to
I
flip.
should have known you would, if you'd moved the Germans north, that you weren't going to attack the A7 with the Italians. And I kicked myself that I didn't take those, at least the Russians, north. But that's life. You got to make the call in the moment.
Yeah, well, it's funny that you just moved your troop transports in anyway, because it's very unlikely that everything's going to die. So, but I guarantee it will be bloody.
Yeah, I guarantee people too. Hopefully lots of yellows and blues, as is the normal custom. So you do have force advantage, though.
Oh, wow. That's pretty major in terms of me having any hope of surviving. So all the ships are British of yours, and you have some American, 2 American bombers.
One British fighter.
And 1 British fighter.
And the rest are all British.
Okay. And I'll just leave those, the 50th sitting in the water there.
Yes.
And I don't have any air here, correct? That's no air. I got to keep the Italians and the Germans separate.
You choose stand first, right?
Yeah, so the Germans have, looks like 4 subs. And 2 cruisers. And the Italians have a sub, a cruiser, and a battleship. So, they're gonna all choose air, I believe,
right.
And the battleship is going to choose air as well, I think. Let's take out those pesky air. Yeah, we're going heavy on the air.
All right. I choose. You choose air, huh? 3. This is 9. Wow. Okay. So air 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. All right. I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose. I think I've already got the.
I guess it's really only a question for your cruisers.
12, 18, 3 more is 21. So yeah, I choose and then I'm gonna choose the offensive, which is the 4s. So I choose the offensive with the cruiser. I'm sorry, the escort with the cruisers, and the offensive with the battleships, and the surface with the rest.
Right. Yes.
So I think you roll 8 dice for the air.
Let's see. 6 plus 2 is 8. Yes, 8 dice. So I'm just going to move the camera here. So just. One second as I adjust the camera. That's not bad. Let's tilt it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. It's just like you're at sea, it bounces. So 8 dice air. And that's not a good start for you. I got 3 blacks and a white. So that's going to be your bombers saying goodbye. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, crap. I just knocked off some Japanese medals.
I figured out 2 casualties. track.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Japan's teetering on the edge with their pile of medals there. Okay, so I guess I'll roll first for my surface since I'm first in turn order. But counting up, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 subs, and then
You have 19, right?
19, yeah. And I'm just counting up yours. You have 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 3. You also have 19?
What? Shouldn't. I've got 5 fighters. That's 15 right there. 3 battleships, another 12. That's 27.
Oh, okay, hold on. I have 1 fighter.
Sorry?
I have 1 fighter in the stack of the 14.
No, there was actually 4 U.S. fighters and 1.
What?
Remember those 4 fighters that you had left all alone in Ukraine?
Yeah.
They went to Germany with me, with my bombers.
Okay. And they landed in the Britain, and then
They landed in Britain, and now they're in this battle.
okay. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so that's where they went. That solves that mystery. Okay.
One of the issues playing with I mean, obviously we could try, I guess if we were thinking about the future, a little video scan of the board or posting pictures on a pretty low level to see all the, would be, obviously helpful. So,
yeah, or if we
if
were.
I have a live stream right now, that would be helpful too. But
Yeah.
I really haven't looked at your live stream because I looked it.
So that's 19 plus 12, which is 30, right?
Yeah.
So you're rolling 30 dice.
I am.
Even with the 2 bombers gone. So, okay. So, I'm rolling my first batch of 10 of the 19.
Okay.
And I don't have. There is no.
Any chance you can show them on the board or show them on the camera? Or?
Yeah, they should be. I'll tilt the camera so it's in view. Is that there?
It's a little more fun.
Yeah. They should be in view. Okay. So, that's not a good roll because there's a lot of yellows. So there's 2 blues, 1, 2, and a red, and a white. So the white does nothing because nothing is in the white. So that's the first roll.
I'm sorry. So what do we have? Was there casualties or what?
Yeah. There's 1 dead cruiser and 1 damaged battleship.
The battleship is in the red or the white?
It's in this first red.
Okay, good.
Okay, now the second batch of 9. Again, a terrible roll. Okay, there's 2 blues and a red. So you have 1 damaged battleship and 2 dead cruisers.
That is what we needed. Okay, good. My turn, huh?
Yep.
All right. Let us put the hurt on Germany. Okay, here we go. First time. I'm going to try to stay as quickly as possible. I think that's a great way to articulate the. Here we go. Okay, 4 yellows, 3, 4 blues, One green, one white. Whites don't count.
Okay.
So they confirm it's 4
Yep, I got.
yellows. Did I miss? Is this 10? Yeah, that's 10. 4 yellows, 4 blues, 1 green, and 1 white.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay. Hey, there you are. Okay, now I'm on the right one.
Second batch.
All right, second batch. 1, 2, 3 yellows.
So
Oh, man, blacks. Wanted. 3 blacks. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 3 greens. 2 blacks. 1 red. Oh, wait, I do have a red. Oh, yeah, I have a red. And 1 white.
okay.
That one good.
So one of the subs escaped.
That's too bad. Didn't want that. Which, okay, so I need to pick which one. I want to kill German. So I'm picking the, can I pick this or are you picking this?
No, you pick it.
So the Italian sub escape.
Okay.
Okay. 1 sub left, is that right?
1 sub, 1 cruiser, and 1 slightly damaged battleship.
All right, last 10. Lots of red, boys and girls. But I really just, the cruiser that's left is Italian, okay?
Okay.
The Germans get all the casualties. So we have 1, 2, 3 yellows. 1, 2, 3 blues. 2 greens and a black.
Okay. My battleship survived. So.
I would have got that battleship too. Dang it.
Okay.
Advantage. So stupid.
All right. So the one German. No, it was Italian.
Yeah, 1 Italian battleship left.
And 1 which sub escaped? You wanted a Italian sub to escape?
Italian sub escaped.
Okay, so 1 Italian battleship and 1 Italian sub remain in A3, and 1 cruiser is Italian, which died or was destroyed, and then the rest are German casualties. That is 4 subs and 2 cruisers, which is very painful.
That's 4 German subs?
Yeah.
So far I've got 5 German casualties.
There's
for subs.
Yeah, correct. And then you lost 2 cruisers, and those are British. And you need to pay an OSR to repair a battleship. So you need to repair. Yeah, so you're down to 13.
Looking right now. I'm down to 13.
Right.
13 OSRs.
Okay.
On track. I go back on the board with 3 battleships.
Okay.
I didn't need another battleship.
And then there's 2 bombers, which are American.
Yes, that's correct.
And 4 American fighters and 1 British fighter.
Yes.
And the 50th is safe and sound. I'm gonna put the embattled marker. Okay, that was brutal. Brutal.
I think we're too stressed already for the Germans.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Painful. So next up is let's just go keep on going. Let's do the bad news first. Leningrad.
Leningrad, yes.
So I just need to flip the battle board.
Yes, thank you for saying that. I was starting off on the wrong side of the track.
Okay, and you have the 51st with a mix of land units, the 17th, which has a whole bunch of air units. And I've got 2 carrier fighters, a dinky little 33rd, and a dinky little 18th. And that's it.
You have a fighter and a tank and a infantry, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, you choose first.
I am going offensive with the ground and air for the fighters. And you have two infantry.
I'm going, what's that?
I'm just confirming your land units. You have 2 infantry, 1 artillery, and 2 armor.
Yes. I have 5 air and 2 bombers.
Okay.
So I will go with what am I getting out of this? So I'm going with let's see, I already get 2. You get 9, and I want at least. Okay, so I will go with 4 of the. That's right, it'll take me out. Okay, so let's go with double. Let's go with 3 fighters for the air. And 2 for the ground.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go with 3 for the ground and 2 for the air, because I also get 1 apiece for my strategic bomber and tanks. So you chose your ground stances.
Yeah.
Your tank was what?
Everything's offensive except the air, which is all air.
Okay. Let me just make sure we're good here. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got full 10. You got 9. And then I'm going to have. I will put one of these tanks in the offensive category and one in the defensive. The blue is going to the ground, and the infantry is going to go. Let's see, if I go 1 and 1, so I will go 2 in the defensive category for the men.
Okay. Okay. So you have 2 in the defensive, 2 infantry in the defensive, 1 artillery in the ground, and a split for your armor.
Yes.
You can see the board if you look over at the computer, if you still have that up.
And I have force advantage.
Yes.
But of course, the air doesn't have.
Looks like 9 dice.
All right.
For the air, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. A green and a white. So I will take out 1 fighter.
From where?
Oh, the ground.
I thought so.
Well, I mean it. Yeah. Well, it's obvious.
All right, here we go. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 dice.
Well, I only have 9.
What?
Wait, 6, 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 9. Sorry, 9. I'll roll again. Shoots. Oh man, 3 greens, no whites.
Do you want the German or Italian carrier fighter to be wounded?
I wonder. Let me think about that. German.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and repair them. Oh no, wait. I don't. Should I repair them? That's interesting. Less stress to repair a carrier fighter. I'll make that decision.
I would put the real fighter into the combat, right? Into the zone, right?
Yeah, I assumed that. I put that already as dead.
Oh yeah, but that's the question: would you repair a carrier fighter in order to keep it on the stress chart?
Yeah. So you scored 3 green hits. So I destroyed the regular fighter, and I was deciding whether to repair the German carrier fighter.
Okay, so yes, I want to take the German. Right, yeah, gotcha.
So I'll make that choice later. And I'm gonna roll for my ground now, which is a whopping 6 dice, with no force advantage, or rather, with you having force advantage. I got a yellow, 2 blues, 2 greens, and a black. Oh, that's painful. No black. But I kill the aggressive armor. So that's it for me. You'll have to pay 1 OSR to repair the infantry. That is.
I'm rolling. I've got 8, and then 6 more, which is 14. 2 more, which is 16. Okay, and I get to roll for the ones that are dead. So what was I at? Let's see, 8 and 6 is 14, 16, 20, 22.
Go ahead and roll 10, because you'll probably get it in the first batch.
24, right?
Probably. I think they're dead, but go ahead and roll.
Okay. So 3 yellows and 2 greens. Yep, you're dead.
Okay, so I am going to repair that carrier fighter just because I don't want to, be kicking myself later. So yeah, so only that was a German fighter that's going to do the casualty and the German armor and German infantry going to the casualty.
There's a theme here. Your Germany is down to 15 OSR.
Yes. And then you, the Americans, lost a fighter and 1 artillery and 1 armor.
The Americans are down to 18 OSRs.
Yes. And the 51st goes back to claim Leningrad, which so they earned their first medal. The U.S. Congratulations. And that's 3 stress goes to the Germans. More pain. You know what? I'm going to use a big one here. 1, 2, 3. 3 stress. So I have them at 8 stress currently. And then
I have them at 8 as well.
And then the 4 fighters and 2 bombers go back under the 17th, back to Leningrad. I've got to put. We don't need a flag because it reverts to the Russians, and I've already put the card. I've anticipated this and put the card back in your stack already. face up because there are no planes. So Karelia is contested, but or embattled, but Leningrad is not. So speaking of Karelia, oh, that was Leningrad. We already did Karelia. Let's do Belarus.
Okay.
So in Belarus, there are 2 German commands consisting of 2 infantry and an armor.
All right.
To sweep these lost commands. Oh, the Germans are going to suffer today, but you know, it's hard punching 3 people at once. It's 3 against 1. No fair. Why won't Japan come and help me? That's just, what are they doing? They're just sitting there, just not doing nothing in the water.
I was wondering that myself, but I think you might be headed. You might be trying to get some help that way.
All right, so the Germans need to pick first. Let's see. They are going to go aggressive with the armor and aggressive. They're going to split the infantry. So, yeah, 1 and 1 with the infantry.
Okay. I'm seeing a total of 4, 6, 7 dice, right?
Yes.
And you get the advantage. I'm gonna go defensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who knows? I might roll terribly. So here go my 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're dead. 2 yellows, a black, and a white.
And I got a white.
A white does nothing. Okay. So 1 Russian. This is the first Russian casualty. His friends are doing all the fighting for him. And no casualties in the Germans. So they reform under the 22nd, abandoning the 61st. They get a medal for reclaiming Belarus. And Russia takes 2 stress. 1, 2. And the flag.
You only have all your German territories back. I'm proud of you.
Well, it's been back and forth, and then the card comes back to Germany, Belarus. Okay. So now we have Africa and the Med to resolve. Do you want to do, which do you want to do, Libya or the Med or British East Africa? Let's do Libya first.
Okay.
So the British have.
The Allies help out the Russians in Africa, and here we are. The Russians are helping the British down here.
Yeah. So yeah, these are some team ups here. The Germans bring 1 of each, which made their way from Tunisia. The Italians came back ashore with the 111th, and there's 2 Italian fighters and an Italian carrier fighter. Okay, so My leader is going to be Italy, so therefore you must choose first.
I'm sorry?
My commander is going to be Italy.
Let's choose first. Okay. I'm going all air with my planes, and I am going defensive with my tanks, ground with my artillery, and offensive with my soldiers.
Okay. That's 4, 6. There is no force advantage. I'm going air with my planes, and surface with everything else. Is that wise? You're going to be rolling 9, 12, 14 dice. Yeah. I'm going to go surface with my carrier fighter. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's dumb. I don't know. So anti-air, I'm rolling 6 plus the 6 is it.
I hear your ground stick.
Oh, bottom for everything.
Okay. Good.
So I'm rolling 6 dice for air.
Yes.
Nothing.
Okay. I'm rolling 12. So 1, 2, 3 greens and a white.
Okay. That's much better than what I rolled.
Okay, so I'm going to take out the Italian air.
Oh, they're all Italian. So are you taking out the carrier fighter or the ones in the air stance?
The not carrier fighters.
Okay.
The regular fighters.
Okay.
And 2 more dice.
Oh.
The red and the green. So your green is injured, but it's not dead.
Okay.
Oh shoot! That's the ground. Flip it. Freaking nature. Shoot. Okay. That was a mistake.
So I'm rolling.
I got caught with the heady bloodshed of taking those permanent fighters out. Shoot.
7, 9 plus 4, 13 dice for me. Does that ring true?
Yes.
Okay, and you've got 4 plus 4 is 8, 10 dice.
10 dice.
Okay, so I'm rolling 13, my first batch of 10. Oh my god. Ugh. Well, your infantry and artillery are dead. That's it. And I'm rolling all your infantry, all your artillery. I rolled a bunch of yellows and blues. And now I'm rolling my 3. Blue, blue, yellow. Nothing. That sucks.
All right. 10 dice. Okay. 1, 2 yellows. 5 blues. 1 green and 1 white.
Damn. Damn.
Oh, I think 1, 2 yellows. Oh, dang it. Oh, wait. Oh, you got 2 yellows. Okay. I killed everything.
Yeah, you did. I should have gone defensive.
Yep.
I did not.
Right.
Nice rolling, Tex. Okay. So I'm moving the British, two blues and an infantry to the British casualties. That was pretty bad.
That was a big moment.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least it's the Italians, though, not Germany, but still, it's bad news. Bad news. And that I didn't take out any of your fighters was also really bad news.
You know what I have to say, right? Lady Luck is a capricious harlot.
Yeah. So Italy is not repairing the. So it's going to the casualty list.
Okay, so what's your OSR now?
Italy is at 8 because it's not repairing the carrier fighter.
Oh, it's not repairing the carrier fighter. Okay, gotcha.
And it lost. So well, that means it's going to pop a stress, but that's okay. They've got medals.
Wow. Okay, cool. Okay, some stress.
Yeah, the Italians got some stress that time. And who needs these command tokens anymore? Done with that. Oh, it was a matter of one lousy hit. I did not think he would roll to kill everything. So Italians gains 3 stress, and the British gain a medal. That's the worst part of it. And they gain Libya. The British gain Libya.
Where you have them, I think they're at. That's their second medal.
Yes, they've got 2 medals.
Okay, and the Italians are now at 6.
The Italians have 4 medals and 6 stress.
Okay.
Next up is the last battle in British East Africa.
We're on the ground side. You're going to do the down below?
What? We're doing British East Africa?
Yeah. Your Italian guy was in there, right?
The air unit? Yeah.
I'm sorry, the grounds.
Oh, the 113th is not there.
Oh, it didn't move? Okay.
Which means you get force advantage.
I like that.
So who is this? These are the Germans. These are the Germans, and the Italian air. Well, it's obvious what I choose. So
Could you tell me what you chose? Because I really am not sure.
Oh, okay. It's just I realized it wasn't obvious. It was my armor is going after last time. I want to go defensive now. You know what? I'm going to make you choose first. Italians are commanders.
All right. Okay. 1 tank defensive, 1 tank offensive. I'm gonna go ground, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Offensive for both the infantrymen. So 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 4 is 12.
Okay.
With 1 dice shooting at your air.
All right. I'm going to go offensive with my ground units and ground for my air.
Okay. All right, one dice against your. All right, here we go. Blue, miss.
Okay.
No, I roll first, right?
Sure.
Okay. Here we go.
So what's 12 dice?
Yeah, I gotta roll 10 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows. 1, 2 blues. 2 blacks. 2 whites.
All right. I'm dead.
Oh man. Oh, what a roll. Oh.
I'm glad I chose offensive. Okay, so I'm rolling 6 dice plus 3 is 9 plus 4 is 13. 13, right?
All right.
7 plus 6 is 13. First batch of 10. Four yellows, 2 blues, and 3 greens. So my whites are misses, but so 3 hits on the greens, and I have 3 more dice.
So you are flipped. Sorry, yeah, you are flipped. Weird. You weren't flipped on the map, but you're flipped on this.
Oh, so close. I got another green hit.
I don't know where we are right now.
So you're all dead except for 1 wounded tank.
And where is the tank wounded?
It doesn't matter, but
White or green?
it's in the white. So you need to pay.
Gotcha.
I'm going to talk that down for you to 12.
Okay, 12 for the English.
But you made it. You liberated British East Africa at some cost. Because everything else is lost.